guys, it's me, Maggie, and I apologize for the poor quality of this video, but I really wanted to make it, so I didn't want to wait. I wanted to just hurry up and do it and get it out there. And I want to talk to you about why I find it's important to make art every day or work in your sketchbook every day, and why I think it's important to make bad art, basically. I find that consistency really helps to keep the art muscles toned, basically. And whenever you take those breaks, it's kind of like taking a break from the gym. You kind of get out of shape really fast, especially I feel like if it's something that you've gotten pretty good at and you are really warmed up all the time and you're making art every single day and then you take a week or so off, then getting back into it seems to be really difficult. And that's something that I've learned over the past little bit. And if you'll take a look here, I have a time in my sketchbook where I was making art every single day and I was being really consistent and I was making multiple pieces and everything was turning out really well. And then you can see here where I decided, or I didn't decide, I was actually moving house, and so I ended up taking a break for quite a while because a lot of my stuff was packed up and I just didn't have the energy to create art every single day. And sometimes that happens and that's okay. But you can tell whenever I came back to it, everything I made just looked so terrible and I hated it. And I just kept messing up and just making bad decisions on the work that I was doing. But I realized while I was doing all of this that I was almost learning more from the mistakes that I was making. I was learning more from making the bad art than I was from making good art, if that makes sense. And the time that I spent just creating really horrible, artwork or sketches in my sketchbook is still time that is very well spent. So I just wanted to, kind of put that out there and let everyone else know that I know we see all these artists online and on Instagram all the time, and they have these really beautiful pieces that they're working on, and sometimes they don't show the stuff that isn't so great. There are those artists that do show some of their bad work, and I really appreciate when they do that because it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. And, as somebody who is self-taught, I find it really important to be able to identify with people, I suppose, and, know that it's okay to make mistakes and make stuff that's really ugly that you hate. Like I said, even more so, that stuff that you're making that is really terrible can be the things that you learn the most from because you're allowing yourself to make mistakes. You're not spending too much time on it. And that's something else that I've learned too. Whenever I've spent a couple of days away from my sketchbook and then I go back to it, I kind of sit down and I prepare myself. I'm like, all right, let's make something really crappy to warm up. Let's just make some really bad art in the sketchbook for a second. And, once I get past that, I go ahead and get the crap out of my system. And then I move on and I'm able to kind of work normally. So most of the time it happens like that. Sometimes we have days where just nothing is working out for us. Sometimes we have days where we could create, 10 pieces that are really amazing. But I think that really the lesson here is that it does pay off to be consistent, and it does also pays off to make bad art sometimes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of short, but it's just something that I want to put out there for you. And I hope to be making a lot more videos for you soon, showing my art and maybe some speed paintings, that kind of thing, more stuff from my sketchbook. And if it's something that you're interested in, or if there's anything that you would like to see from me or for me to talk about, I would love to hear that from you. So feel free to leave comments below. And if you are interested in following me on social media, all the links to my social media are listed below, but I do post frequently on my Instagram. It's at Maggie Draws Good. I also have a website where I post blogs talking about what's going on in my daily life and all that kind of stuff. So if you go to maggiedrawsgood.com, you can see that too. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I love you. Bye.